Okay, so I did this one a little bit later. This is the Goddess Oracle cards. I'm going to do 5 for this month. November, before we get into December, because then I'm going to have to do another 5. Well, I'm not going to have to. I'm choosing to do 5 per month. Let's see what we come out here. So any goddesses that want to come forward. This one. And then we'll read each of them. 2. Put them in numerical order and see what we can get from them. 3, 4. One more. Nice. One more. For November, one more. Ooh. Okay, so we got one here that I haven't seen before. Let's see. So we'll put them in order. We got 4. We got 19. Which is 10, which is 1. We got 23, which is 5. 37, which is 10, which is 1. And then we've got 41, which is 5. Very nice. So the first one's Artemis. Then Gula. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Then Iris. This one's nice. Then we got Mnemosyne and Oshun. Okay, we'll do one at a time here. So number 4, Artemis, focus. Empowerment message. In order to fully embrace the intentions you have set in motion and your current condition, it's important to seize the moment. So that whole idea of carpe diem. Now is the time you can truly make your mark. As a Greek goddess of the hunt, Artemis will help guide your arrow. Surrender yourself to the process of whatever it is calling you for your attention. Immerse yourself fully in whatever needs your focus and allow yourself to experience the deep abiding trust. If you aim true and your heart is open and pure, grateful for all the bounty that surrounds you, your deepest desires will manifest before you like magic. Your alignment message. Sometimes you can be so focused on one thing, one way, one outcome, or one expectation that you run the risk of losing the opportunity to experience what you genuinely desire. You may also be fixated that you become blind to what is truly yours and what will be in your best and highest good. The goddess of the hunt offers this alignment task. Soften your focus. Allow the fulfillment of your desire to come to you as it will. Whether you hit your mark now is not the point. Rest your eyes and release the tension in your body. So this is almost like telling you, you know, when you go to shoot an arrow, I don't know if you've ever shot a bow and arrow, but the whole idea of like resting, breathing, staying focused, and then using that solar plexus energy, like the alignment of it, so that you can hit your mark, okay? By taking this break, you will avoid shooting yourself in the foot and instead recognize that you are so loved. Love, success, and opportunity, all that is truly yours, will not run past you. Call on the goddess Artemis to remind you of this truth. So I'm getting a lot of energy for this one. The whole idea of goals, ambitions, anything you set forth in the past, any seeds that you planted previously. We've already passed here in the 3D the whole idea of harvesting, but there's still other things that lay dormant that will come fruitful the following year. So don't give up hope on anything like that. Make sure you keep your crown on your head, so to speak. Laying down any tile work or mosaic is really showing through this card as well. And she's wearing a whole like chainmail vest too, symbolic for protection. So that's Artemis, focus, number 4. Okay, on to the next one. Gula, healing, number 19. Let's see. A lot of you have been going through a lot of changes, and if you're open to it, it's become really helpful for you. So number 19, which is 10, usually new beginnings, healing. Gula, the baby Lanian goddess, of medicine and healing, has come to guide you as a blessing and for your well-being. You're being invited to address the areas of your life that need healing. Perhaps you have moved so quickly through your life that you've forgotten about self-care. Perhaps the stories you've told yourself about who you are need healing. We don't always see that we are hurting ourselves or others. Take heart, for Gula comes into your world as an ally, saying that now is the most auspicious time to focus on healing in all aspects of your life. Only good things will come from your actions here. In fact, now is also a perfect time when you can be assured that you can heal the rifts with others as well. Be sincere and call upon Gula for this precious commitment. So when you do go to try to make amends with other people, make sure it's coming from an authentic, energetic stance, okay? You may also be called to the path of a healer now. If so, the goddess supports this wholeheartedly. You just need to be willing to respect others and do no harm. Miracles will arise as if out of nowhere. Your alignment message. The goddess Gula calls to you to recognize that you're running on empty. You have nothing left to give at this point. You have reached the end of the road and you must stop what you are doing and consider the implications of your actions so you do not run amok. Do you need to set better boundaries around your enthusiastic tendency to say yes to everything? Have you allowed others to drain you because you feel it's your job to listen, to love them, and to fix them? Do you close your companions or cling to the victim stories and continue to allow them to impose on you? Your alignment task is to step back, assess what is true, and make new choices, and maybe put yourself first. You'll be glad you did. Just remember, it is sometimes the healing choice to take a break and only focus on you for a bit. Okay? So this one, she's embracing herself. She kind of has, when the Egyptians, they cross their arms like that. The whole self-love idea going within. She also has a pestle and mortar, symbolic for any kind of healing, medicinal, herbal. Maybe you're into that sort of thing, whether it be using that to heal yourself or heal other people. Your third eye chakra is active and lit. And you also are part of the main mother and crone. A lot of green, a lot of yellow. So solar plexus and heart chakra. And you're also tapped into Mother Earth, nature. Maybe you get out into nature a lot. She's got the serpent on her finger. That would be the... What side is that? That would be the right hand index. And if I'm not mistaken, just give me a second. Right hand index. So that'd be Jupiter. So a lot has to do with luck, confidence, wisdom, leadership. I think that's water element, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the water element as well. So a lot to do with emotions and healing. You do have sympathy for other people. You have no problem with that. But sometimes you got to be able to make sure you're good too. And you are protected and covered from whatever this is. Outside of you, you have a bit of cover here. And this could be from Gaia as well. All right, on to the next one. Number 23, which is 5, which is change. This was a really pretty card. This is Iris, communication. So eyes can be the window to the soul. They have a lot of information. You could pick up a lot of energy when you're speaking with another person, looking directly at them. Again, the third eye chakra is lit here as well, and it's decorated almost like with fortune. And then you've got the wings on either side, reminding me a little bit of Achilles too. So any kind of things that were your weakness, you could use as your strength. And then she's got the tears of rainbow here. It almost looks like a sad card, but it's not. It's like using any pain or trauma you went through to make the change to be stronger. And then you've got the clouds in the background as well. So that has to do with Newt, Sky Goddess, Geb and Newt. That's from Egyptian as well. Okay, Iris, communication. Number 23. empowerment message. Clarity in communication is called for, as your words will have great impact on others right now. It's a wonderful time to start writing that book, telling new stories, sharing your experience, strength, and hope with others. You have everyone's ear, so choose your messages wisely. Others will also desire positive and fruitful communication with you, so get ready for some amazing new opportunities to come from these discussions. Just remember to stay open-minded and be clear about expressing your deepest desires, always speaking with integrity, kindness, and respect for yourself and on others. The Greek messenger goddess Iris is thrilled to help you and your words take flight. Communication improves in your relationships when she comes to visit. Most important, however, Iris reminds you of the communication you have with the universe. You are a mutual dialogue, and now is the time to pay attention to signs and omens in your life. Trust this is important, yet subtle in communication. It will never lead you astray when you listen and act accordingly and listen to your intuition. Your alignment message. You're facing a moment when communication between you and others may have become disconnected at some point. Perhaps people are withholding information from you or are not being clear about their motives or intentions. Now is the time to ask for clarity and to get clear about yourself. If you're sitting on the fence and are ambivalent about your direction, say that. Your alignment task is to say not to play games. No coercion, no manipulation, and covert intentions. Take a straightforward attitude. Do not be afraid to hear what might disappoint you. Be clear and demand the same from others. The messenger goddess Iris knows the importance of clear communication, and she urges you to speak up for yourself. If you've come from an environment or family or cultural history background where you have not had a voice, this may feel like you're yelling or you're being overly powerful with your words, but that's all right. Sometimes things are changing and some things can be challenging. The times are changing, and now is not the time to be shy. It's okay to feel awkward or flustered, but the goddess Iris brings you her powers of clarity to say it's your turn to be heard, so gather your courage. The people who are important to you in the long run will listen and witness you, and you can engage in positive conversation that leads to heartfelt solutions. Even if your voice feels untrue and comes from a victim mentality, you must still speak what is inside you in order for you to heal or change it, or to find a way to the real truth. Let yourself be heard, and the great goddess will send strong teachers and wonderful allies for you. All right, so if you don't have any guidance or any people around you that you can trust at this time, you can still speak your truth. There's lots of opportunities to write or create a platform or just to be in certain groups with like-minded individuals or social groups. If you need any help professionally, definitely seek out some sort of assistance or opportunities to have emotional communication with other people so that they can maybe put you on the right path or in the right direction. Okay, on to the next one, number 37. Nimosine, the past. This card, I don't really think I've gotten this one before. I've got a lot of pinks and purples, so your crown chakra and your third eye as well, and then you've got a little bit of undertone of red and orange in the background, so sacral and root. This one here, she's got an oracle type of look to her, so it's almost like the clouded eyeballs, you know. It's just nothing but white where her iris and her cornea and her pupil would be. Again with the third eye chakra, so we've got 1, 2, 3 with decorations for where the third eye chakra would be. And I think the next one as well for Oshun has the same thing. This one has feathers. You could have an origin of Native American or have ties in any kind of, you know, the rituals they would do around the camps or something like that. So your own things that were passed down to you. Maybe your family taught you certain rituals that you can do, mantras or anything to do with nature. So we got the past. Let's see, number 37, which is 10 again, which is number 1, new beginnings. 37. Nemosine, the past. Empowerment message. There are certain moments within your personal history that hold great treasure for you now. When you examine your memories, which are dormant from the Greek goddess Nemosine, empowered wisdom is revealed. The lessons you find are like sacred talismans, contained within your past like fossils in amber. Right now, you can trust your instincts that if something or someone brings to mind your past, it indeed has a kernel of the old in the new. This is an amazing opportunity to make informed choices and do things differently. And when I hear about amber, that's also reminding me of inner child as well. You've got the like golden like sort of solar plexus energy, and it's kind of held within. The goddess has another powerful message for you. There are many choice points in life where you have the power to make beautiful changes and become more creative, empowered, and alive. Yes, sometimes memories that live in the cells of your body will trigger palpable fear, but you can move beyond your past to discover new territories and new vision of freedom that will come to you. You won't see the past the same anymore, as wisdom replaces the numb acceptance. The memories will change because you've changed. This freedom is gained by willingness and curiosity. Relationships become rich with potential, and all your natural choices will no longer fall into old patterns that are not serving you any longer. The goddess Nemosine wants you to experience this miracle. So, your alignment message. Our stories can hold us hostage to a past that no longer serves us. The goddess of memories, Nemosine, reminds you that running away from the pain of memories and pretending that wrongs haven't been committed does nothing to help you. Truly find meaning and purpose is your greatest goal. Your alignment task is to stop and take inventory of the past and the stories that keep you tied to it and defined by it. She calls you to be rigorously honest about the areas in your life where you have been wounded, as well as where you have been wounded by others. Dig deep to uncover your unconscious biases and triggers. Know that it may be a messy experience as you surrender to the truth that you can't control the outcome of other people's reactions when you are ready to make real shifts. The world is changing, and to be a part of this glorious unfolding, you are being invited to do this deep work. Miracles are waiting for you once you set yourself free and allow your memories of the past to lead you to the truth. Transformation comes with a price. Leaving some of your old self behind isn't easy, but it is necessary to become the one that you have been waiting for. Summon your courage. The goddess Nemosine will help you. You will rise up from this mess, and only beauty and strength will remain within. Okay? And we have some, that almost looks like the number in the camera 57. But when you face it this way, it looks like the number 12. This is giving me Aztec as well. You know the sign, the symbol, that they have engraved in the stone? At the bottom here, this looks like it. Also getting Flower of Life energy as well with that one. Very last one, Oshun. Generosity, number 41, which is also 5, which is also change. A lot of solar plexus energy here in our star. And we have a little bit of orange, which is sacral as well. So that could be sexuality or creativity. So number 41. And these are the Goddess Oracle cards for November. Oshun, generosity, empowerment message. There is a universal law that centers on the unrestrained generosity and flow. Oshun, the benevolent Yorubian river goddess, the representation of nourishment, healing, fertility, and prosperity, reminds you that life herself has given to you freely. You have been offered air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and shelter to sleep in. So it is your task to give freely of yourself, no matter how big or small the act, without expectation of receiving anything in return. The goddess Oshun encourages you to allow gratitude to permeate everything you do right now, even the smallest of opportunities and gestures. The very experience of giving and being generous with your heart, time, money, assistance, kindness, and care will provide more value than you can imagine. And when you release all attachment to the outcome, you will be surprised to see how good the fortune you have bestowed on others comes back to you tenfold. Oshun reminds you that this is a truth that has existed since time began and will continue until the world's very end. If you give out even of the smallest little gestures with good intention and not expecting anything, it's like a universal bank. It's like a piggy bank. What you give out, you shall receive. It may not be the exact same thing in return. And the fact that you don't expect anything in return is even better. It allows that flow to continue, okay? Sometimes you may fall prey to fears about whether you will get what you need. So you worry about money or love and you begin withholding. It's almost like a hoarding energy. That's also a lack mentality, which is from the push and pull, more of the push, okay? If you think of a magnet, you might find yourself being overly restrictive and beginning to hoard for the proverbial rainy day. Do you know that you cut off generous Oshun's flow of potential when you allow yourself to be convinced there is not enough? The truth is, when you begin to be miserly with your time, affection, and gifts, you will see little in return, as all you begin to notice is what isn't there. In this moment, the goddess Oshun wants to offer you this alignment task. You can't expect the great goddess to be generous with you if you show her you don't trust in the flow of her generosity. Now is the time to do the opposite of what you fear. When you feel there is not enough money, spend a little to signal your trust in abundance. If you feel unloved, ask who you can love and where you can show you care, or even show self-love within yourself, even more so than you do now. Even a kind gesture made to a stranger sends a sign that you trust in the generosity of the world. Do not wait to get what you want. Give some things away to others that you don't need, and you will be amazed at how things turn around. The goddess Oshun has only your best interests at heart. And she even has fruits bearing over here, lemon, moon. That could have to do with things that were hidden coming to light, or even the own knowledge you have within yourself you're starting to recognize and show appreciation for. And she's got her crown here, like a solar crown. That reminds me of the sun card as well. And her child sitting up top the high horse, very happy, joy, abundant. And she's got the bracelet on her left arm too. That would be the right brain, symbolizing creativity. So that goes hand in hand with sacral as well. You got a little bit of green there too. It's always the undertone of Mother Nature, Gaia. Very nice card, very happy, a lot of smiling. If you don't usually smile, and I should take my own advice here, then maybe try doing that a little bit more. Not necessarily have to force it, just appreciate the little things, show the gratitude, okay? And hopefully this helps. So we got Artemis Focus for November, Gula Healing, Iris Communication, Nemosine the Past, and Oshun Generosity. Very nice cards. Okay?